I'm want the law, ban Yahawah, ban Yahawah. All right. First, I can start by saying all praise to Yahawah by Sham Yahawashi. Double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Now, today's motivation basically is based on how we are on the front lines for Yahawah and Yahawashi. Now, and not only are we on the front lines, is that we're basically, like cannon fodder for the Lord. So I'm gonna start with this Jeremiah 1:5. Look how we're on the front lines, because in the beginning the Lord had ordained his prophets, and then he set them up. He told them to eat the word first. Then he told them to go out there and teach, even if it took death. And even with that still being said to us, it's still that us doing diligently makes us, to make our calling sure. We're doing diligence to make our calling sure, but there isn't a guarantee that we are of the elect, man. Like the scripture say, many are called, but few are chosen. All the righteous that we do is still as a filthy rag, a tampon, basically, man. So our righteousness really, doesn't mean too much of nothing, because we still wicked, man. So that's why there was an elect chosen. But this is Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5. It says, "Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee." So when we was in the spiritual world, the Lord knew us. And that was before the belly. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee. So while we was in the womb, the Lord had put a specific spirit on us. Yahawah of his prophets, sanctified means to be set separate. But he gave his prophets, his elect, a different spirit, than everybody else. So he set them separate. Sanctified means set them separate. Made them holy unto him. And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. Right, so, that was a quick one. That's why we out there on highways and byways prophesying. That's why the testimony of Yahawashi is the spirit of prophecy, man. That's why we're living in the time of prophecy, man. This is Revelations chapter 19, verse 10. "And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren." This is the angel talking to John. "That have the testimony of Yahawashi, worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahawashi is the spirit of prophecy." Right. So the testimony of Yahawashi is the spirit of prophecy, man. So people that's claiming that they Israelites or teachers of Israel or some righteous leader up in any one of these 12 nations, 12 tribes, whatever you want to say it, they're supposed to be prophesying unto Israel. Not, speaking what the white man gave them out of his own heart. They're supposed to be coming back to these scriptures, because like the scriptures say, the Lord is our lawgiver, man. He will save us. Not this white man, not no RFID chip. None of that. But yeah, I don't mean to go too far with it. But this is Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 15. It says, "And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding." So to begin with, us being on the front line for the Lord had to ordain us, set us separate from everybody through the Spirit. And then ordain us as prophets and give us his knowledge, his wisdom, and his understanding. Jeremiah 3:15, "And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding." Right. So our knowledge and understanding comes from this. It doesn't come from this world. The love of the world is in me with the Most High. The wisdom of this world is foolishness. Said Yahawashi, man. Said it's up in these scriptures. Salakia. This is Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 5. It says, "Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgment." And this is for only Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, of the blacks, Latins, and Native Americans. Not no Edomite, Caucasian, white people, man. It says, and keep in mind, it's those that's of the descendant or have that nationality of Israel, man, because you can still look white and be Israel, man, But it says, "Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them," right, statutes and commandments, "for this is your wisdom and your understanding, see, in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. For what nation is there so great, who hath the Most High so nigh unto them, as the Lord our power is in all things that we call upon him for? And what nation is there so great, that hath statutes and judgments, so righteous as all this law which I set before you this day? Only take heed to thyself, and keep thy soul diligently, lest thou forget the things which thine eyes have seen, and lest they depart from thine heart all the days of thy life. But teach them thy sons and thy sons' sons." So those are commandments, man. And that was our wisdom, knowledge, understanding that was given to us, man, through the Spirit and power of Yahawashi, for all Israel, man. But on this side is only going to be an elect, man. This is back to Jeremiah 3:15. "And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding." So this is our wisdom, our knowledge, and our understanding, man. So, the Lord put the Spirit on us, gave us wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. He gave us some more commandments with that, man. There was a process of us being, set up on them highways and byways, from before we were born to when we were born to what we had to do once we got this truth, man. This is Jeremiah. Let me see. This is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 1. "Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak unto the house of Israel." Right, so this is part of the knowledge, wisdom, understanding that the Lord has given us. He wanted us to eat this roll, which is this Bible, understand it, consider it, then go out and teach it. "So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness," because the sweetness represents us being kings in the kingdom of heaven, having the spiritual powers, having all the women, taking the forces of the Gentiles, taking back this world. "And he said unto me, Son of man, go get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them." So we went and told our people that, "For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and of a hard language, but to the house of Israel." Right. It says, "Not to many people of a strange speech and of an hard language, whose words thou canst not understand." Right. That's blunt, man. It's plain. "Surely had I sent thee to them, they would have hearkened unto thee." Right. So if the Lord sent us to somebody else, they would have listened to us. But Israel won't, They would have listened to it, right, but Israel won't. "But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me. For all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted." Right, all the black Latins and Native Americans are impudent and hard-hearted. Behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead strong against their foreheads. Right, so that was part of the sanctification, man. The Lord, put that spirit on us to be able to stand out there, and make our faces hard against Israel. As an adamant harder than flint have I made thy forehead. Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. Moreover, right, so we was already told what they was going to be on. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, all my words that I shall speak unto thee receive in thine heart. Thy heart is thy mind, and hear with thine ears, right? So we got to hear this word, man. And it's being taught to us through the spirit of power of Yahawashi through the prophets, the elders on down. And go get thee to them of the captivity unto the children of thy people, and speak unto them, and tell them, Thus saith the Lord Yahawah, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear. Right, so we was ordained to go to preach this word and let them know whether they will forbear or whether they will forbear. This is my next scripture. Isaiah chapter 62. But we weren't only told to Israel, we was told to all the nations. Actually, this is Isaiah chapter 62, verse 6. It says, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, right? And we are the watchmen. We're watching for these prophecies, man. That's coming out through the media, through various books and ads and stuff. It says, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace, day nor night, ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence. Right, so we don't know how he's, and by the way, he's not keeping silence, and give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. Right, so we ain't supposed to give this white man no rest neither, till he make Jerusalem, till the Lord make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. Right, till we take over and start ruling. So if we have to take death for this, we have to take death for this, because that was a commandment also, man. This is a lot. First Corinthians chapter 4, verse 9, it says, For I think that the Most High has set forth us, the apostles, last. The apostle just means to be sent forth. So, we all are apostles. It says, as it were appointed to death, right? So even if we got to die for this truth, we will. That's why we're on the front line. That's one of the reasons why we're on the front line, man. It says, as it were appointed to death, who I made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men. Right, so gazing stock, everybody mocking at us, laughing at us, all that shit, man. But it comes with the truth. So, with that being said, man, the Lord ordained us to do this, do his will. It ain't no guarantee that we're of the elect, because all our righteousness is as filthy rags, man. So, no matter what we do, it's still going to be off the fact that the Lord got an elect set up, and we are carnal. We're still in the flesh, man. We won't be perfect until the kingdom of heaven. So I'm going to end it off with this scripture, man. That's why it's always important to be humble in this thing, and to give diligence, be brotherly and shit and whatnot, to the best of our ability. You know, we ain't gonna be perfect into the kingdom. But Yahawah, this is how we have the elect, man. But this is Matthew chapter 22, verse 14. It says, for many. Yeah, I'm gonna just hit the point for lack of time. This is Matthew chapter 22, verse 14. It says, for many are called, but few are chosen. And we've been witnessing that, you know, through the spirit of Yahawashi, men fall out this truth, man. You got many called, few chosen. And it ain't the end of the world yet. I mean, it ain't the end of the society yet, man. So it's still a lot of, you know, more prophecies that got to kick off and shit, man, before this time end. You know, Yahawah is how we have the elect, you know, and make it through all of this, you know, not just me, just, you know, the brothers and apostles too, man. But, you know, no matter what we do, it's going to be off election, you know. We can only give diligence, you know, to the spirit and power of Yahawashi, and, you know, hope that we have the elect. So, with that, shalom.